Ugh. Yes, it is time. Blue will be destroyed. Today is the last day Blue is in the lead as far as territory. My weekend has begun. I'll play this game all day. For the next 3 days if I have to. No, the dungeon doesn't call. I already said it's too late for me there. But yeah. No more life. Only dots. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, it's too late for me. It's too late for me there. I'm too far behind to even join. So it's all about the dots now. And their war. Alright, alright. How about this? I'll get on later today. See what it's all about. I haven't played at all since last wipe just because it felt so terrible. But I have to do everything I can right now to turn this war around. We are not looking good. And my reputation as the best dots player is on the line. And that's something far more important than artifacts and gold. Alright. Yeah, I was wondering where Haste was. He was, haven't heard from him. I introduced him to the new cast of characters I've created. He was very excited. Yeah, I'm sure the degenerates are going to be swarming. this guy with a good game. Hopefully he can surrender soon. He's lost. And in fact, we'll add him to the non-winners side. There you go. It's too late for you. You've lost. Just accept the fact. Yeah, that is a good, because at least you know, it's a kind of like a concession for not being on the leaderboard. You may not be on the leaderboard, but you can at least see what you're doing. And this war, I will reiterate, is being carried by the top players, which blue just has more of, which is the whole reason we're losing. Because they band together like rats. Okay, buddy, like, let's relax. It's just one unit. It's not that big a deal. You know, these players, man, anything to crumb out a little victory. He's really fighting for his life. I guess I just gotta chew through all his troops. Some people make me do this. It's kind of... finally. But you can see the contribution I've had so far. $1.36. I'd say that's a pretty decent amount. And then, of course, there's the whole new... Yeah, you know, everyone loves to encircle me. But, yeah, and then the whole market deal, which, honestly, like, I think it is a good update, but I think this is just, like, sealed the deal on Red's death. Because if we take a look at the net players on both sides, there seems to be a few more blues than reds, which means that their net worth is always going to be higher. And that means that they're always going to get more land for wins. So I think it is, because we have been losing territory, I think, a little bit faster ever since this kind of got implemented. But yeah, I've done the very knowledgeable and smart economic thing in investing all of my stocks into one. So far it's paid off. We'll see if it holds out there. But yeah, see if we can bring it back. I found out that like every 3 or 4 wins, yeah, that I think would have made it a little bit more fair if they were both split, like, or like it was based on like the players. I'd say invest it in the stock I invested, the purple the purple works. I say it can only go up, and because I invested in it, that means it's automatically the best choice. So clearly, very trustworthy advice. So, but yeah, if it was based on, I guess not like the amount of players, but more like the total players on each side. So it'd be like divided more equally. Probably be a little bit more fair. But Teen Python is a blue player, just one of the many of the blue cabal working together to bring down red. Yeah, I think it could probably update more than just every 6 hours. I think it could maybe every 2 or 3. I think every 1 hour is a little bit much because then people are just going to be the people like Jawa, Carson, Assassin, and all the other blue players. They'll just be staring at that thing like it's the real stock market, you know, just waiting for a tiny dip or anything to crumb out like a little extra dollar for their bank account. And we need more top players. Where did all our top Curlyhead? He put out a video today. Where is he? I don't see him in Nations. He's not doing his part. I'm gonna have to go to his house, fly over there, and ask him where his contributions are. Trays? Where's Trays? He said he was joining Red. Never showed up. The second victim is queued in. Also, quite a few of the Reds have just straight up abandoned their duty to fight. Those bastards. We'll try and expedite this little victory here, though. I've got a good feeling about this little city maneuver. Looks like his whole army is also encircled. Oh god, there's his whole army. Whoops. Well, I suppose that's that. Looks like this guy did not last as long. Unfortunate. Well, for him, at least. Really going for that city, huh? Yeah, War of Dots is... Well, that and Battle Brothers. I've been playing a lot of Battle Brothers recently, and it's been kinda hurting my War of Dots grind. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it's the red top players whose mentality broke first. And I'm gonna have to remember this guy's name. Dracus. That makes victim number 2. Yeah, join red. Yeah, I used to play StarCraft 2. Unfortunately, not as good as StarCraft 2 as I am in War of Dots. I think I was like low diamond, high platinum at my best. Playing Zerg. Yeah, I'm bringing back the victim list. That's something I used to do when I was doing my ranked climb. Just remember all the names of the people that you drop. You know, it's hard to remember or for any of them to really stick out because most of the games, they last like 2 minutes. You just like load in, put the dots to war, and then pack it up. Yeah, I still watch StarCraft 2. Like to watch Cyril, my goat. Right, this guy. Little seed on. Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's see. I'm doing something a little risky, but I think it paid off. Going for encirclements like that. Yeah, desert maps, you just kind of gotta play them how they are. Little rat gets one of my heavies. Well, I think in the end this guy's dead. Come on, man. Let me get it. I'm going to assume that city's empty. It's kind of a messed up game. Always got to be careful about overextending a little bit too much and just having people walk by your cities. Okay, well, I guess the city's garrisoned. Make sure everything's on the city. No, can't be saved. Yeah, it was I'd say a pretty good encirclement. It was kind of risky, but I mean, most people aren't going to be able to react in a correct manner. Already got his city as well. And luckily he didn't... I gotta remember to write these guys' names down during the game. I never remember who these people are, even though I just said the name. Looks like I gained another 0.01 contribution. So, of course, I'm pretty sure there's red players that are online doing everything they can to remove that contribution, but you know, that's just how the situation is. Yeah, they added a economy. Uh, just winning matches to. It's like an ego fest between red players and blue players. The normal ladder is the other mode. Looks like word might have gotten out that I'm queuing. Usually around this time, matches don't take too long to be found. Oh well. I also got to spread through the Discord. There's quite a few people that wanted to 1v1 me. Oh, Talvi. Yeah, I got to get my revenge. He did a good job embarrassing me that one day. I mean, if you're used to playing with the stylus, probably would be easier, but I'm so used to keyboard and mouse that I don't really see what the advantage of that would be. Yeah, red is getting fried. But, I mean, from day one of the war, I kind of expected that. I saw the distribution of players, and pretty much all of the known top players went to blue. Some of them, all different reasons. Some of them it's their favorite color. Some of them because they specifically wanted to fight me and I'm on red. But actually, if we take a look at the leaderboard now, since we're not finding a match, we'll give some time for the blues to filter in so I can take them out. If we take a look at the leaderboard, it is far less reds than there was before. 7. That's 13 for blue. Dear Lord, Carson. I mean, I appreciate what you're doing for red, but you don't have to go that hard. So clearly I'm not the guy that's actually holding red together. It's this guy. I'm only the second most played. But, yeah. You can see they just have a lot more players because a lot of our players have stopped playing. Yeah, Nations is a slog, but I'm not going to be a part of a team that loses. Yeah, Powder. Rally. It's time. Oh, yeah, is Carson actually that good? I know he plays a lot, but usually whenever I see him, like anyone like that I know, GG him, it's usually him losing. So I'm not sure if he's just a grinder who has an insane amount of time, or if he's actually like one of the guys who can like a contender. Suppose I'll have to let the people who really want to fight me know that I'm on. Yeah, I've been thinking about making the training videos public too, because I'm gonna be honest, no one fucking sees them. As far as like the actual red players, they're just buried, and then no one actually knows what the hell's going on. Okay, I know I wanted to find a blue player, but who the hell is this? best waifu ever. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah. I mean, if he's got that many wins, like, he has to be, I guess, you know, better than most. You don't really win all of your matches by only being slightly good. You got to be able to take advantage of the bad maps as well. What are the odds that this guy's not paying attention in the south? Guess we'll find out. This is also risky. Like, you probably shouldn't be doing this. This is pretty much just how you throw units away if what you do doesn't work out. But I guess it did for me. Whoops. Don't want to let him out. Oh, hey. Yeah, I gotta stream the contributions. Hopefully rally red. Hey. Nice to see another red player on the leaderboard. What is it? Katato Patch. Lund, yeah. Well, I think I can, okay, like, let's relax, man. You've lost. You don't have to be doing all this. Gonna go snipe my capital when yours is open as well. Okay, like, you see, this is the kind of thing. It's like, what's the encirclements for? You've lost. It's over. Oh. Yeah. Might as well, just pull this guy up right here. I doubt I've lost the game in the few seconds it took for me to do that. He should be in queue now. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure. I don't know if enough time has passed. I invested everything into Purple Works. I'll show you here. I invested everything into, what is it? Yeah, Purple Works right here. And it looks like it's on the rise. Because it was 83 when I invested, 94 right now, so made a little bit of money. I think the blue players have given an order to specifically tell them to not give up when they fight me. So I fight people who fight on quite a bit. Sometimes, if I get annoyed enough, I'll stoop to BM, spam a couple good games and easies, try to get them to leave a bit earlier, but it doesn't work. I'll say one thing about the Blues, their mental resolve is very strong. So, unfortunately not able to break their spirit, but I can break their dots. I think they do, yeah. Because when in a rate, like the normal ladder, what are you going to lose? One rating to me? Like, people don't really care that much. They know that there's not really any risk of, like, losing a bunch of progress when they fight me. But okay, like who are these people? The waifu and the goober? These are the guys that you're gonna send out? Come on. Let's get some intellectuals on Blue's side to face me at least. That's the least they could do. But yeah, people hold on a lot more for dear life and nations. And I'm pretty sure that's because they've been told to do that. And it is, you know, I think an effective tactic. However, there are a lot more blue players than there are red players, so how effective is it really? Because it's not like there's too many reds that are queuing up in the meantime. Yeah, their strongest soldiers is definitely what they're sending. Like, I can confidently say right now, you can usually tell how hard a game's gonna be in the first 30 seconds. And I will say something, the blue players seem to be a little bit better just about putting units on cities, even if they don't really, like, past that, they don't, like, make units or really do much else other than just put units on the city. Just the fact that they do it means that the game lasts longer than I see a lot of red players. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to DM Curly. He can't be putting out a War of Dots video and then sacrificing his time not playing nations. He's gotta lose his life just like I am. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, looks like I just left a unit back here. Kind of a mistake. Yeah, I don't speak Russian, so that'll have to remain a mystery. Let's see, like right here, I guess I haven't taken a city yet, so I guess technically there's still potential for a comeback, but he's 50k down. He's lost a bunch of troops. Very, very low likelihood that he actually comes back. And, you know, he's doing his best, threatening an encirclement and whatnot. But not really gonna change anything. This is all hit him with a good game. Maybe I gotta follow it up with a well played, and that'll actually be the finishing move right there as far as saving time. Doesn't look like it. I think we're getting closer and closer to 48%, which will be the lowest I think we've been. Yeah, this guy looks like he's fighting on to the bitter end. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I have put out a few tactics videos to try and, like, for pure nations gameplay, but I'm not so sure if the red player base actually sees them, so I'm debating making them public. Like, sure, the blues are going to see it, but does it really matter all that much? Okay, it's a little slow to react there. Like, your city's already is already mine. So finish encircling everything up here as well. He's got a heavy on his capital. Yes. That is what most people do to stall the game. Thank God. Called it early. And of course, I don't even remember what his name was. Goober or something. Noah the Goober. Add him to the list. Oh, GG. Thanks for not making me fight to the very last man. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Discord, honestly, the Discord, I don't. I want to take charge of the politics just to kill the LARP. There are too many like pure LARPers. They spent 13 days, I think, writing a constitution for Red. I guess I'm not sure. Like, it always, I think, honestly, I think Nations has produced a lot more better players. I've noticed, I've played ladder a couple times, and sometimes I won't be thinking about what I'm doing, and I'll find myself losing. Not like losing the game, but not winning, I guess. Not winning immediately. But I think in free-for-alls, a lot of people, I think is where you'll probably see that effect, because in a free-for-all, you can come back from losing a couple cities. I know I have. People have jumped me from the start of the game and not finished me off thinking I'm dead, and that's allowed me to crawl my way back into the game. I think Nations has made me a worse player, though. There's so many games that I don't even think about what I'm doing. I don't cycle really anymore. Yeah, and the people that are playing ladder right now are going to be the grinders. This map. Okay. Looking at it. We'll just position like that. So. And then I'm thinking a little maneuver like this should be enough to win the game. See. You have to scroll up to that one announcement Team Python made like a month ago to pick your role. Also, the video isn't pinned anywhere because I can't pin it myself. So you gotta like search for my name in like a video link. Oh yeah, Powder, why did you end up leaving the Discord? I'm assuming it probably had something to do with all the goofy politics players, which I don't really keep in touch with. Yeah, the one that was posted in announcements is actually outdated because there aren't really any more water maps. Well, I guess the advice of killing units still stands, but I think the most recent video is going to do a much better job of covering the what you actually want to be doing. Much better. since water maps are a lot more rare since they got like patched out. Yeah, like honestly, I I don't know if I would have rather like just lost the war at this point. I've had to put a lot of time. Like the reason that I haven't retaken my #1 spot on the ladder is the same reason that why like I didn't really want to play too much. Like I enjoy the game, but the competition is what like I enjoy. I don't enjoy taking out fucking goobers and waifus on the nations map mode. But I'm not gonna have my reputation tarnished by losing. Oh. Honestly, Talva, you can sit in that water map. Try to wrap it up quick. I do want to fight you again, because let's say the washed allegations have rose by quite a bit ever since you beat me. And it's kind of annoying. You should be taking some disrespect on it too, because they're saying even Talvi beats you. So they're putting disrespect on your name. I think I've gained 0.02. Again, fucking forgot who this guy was. Do I like bread? Yes. Yeah, like the map gen was a lot worse in the original. You can say sleep deprived, but I can say locked in. If you play War of Dots for 12 hours straight, you've got to be at a certain level of dot movement far past being warmed up. Whatever. Okay, so this is just a free win. Oh, hell, hold up. What's this guy doing? Let's relax a little bit. One thing that I've noticed is it always seems to be the capital. They always put the capital, like, in the goofiest spot, right on the front line. The most exposed city, so you gotta change your whole game plan around it. Okay. Hopefully he'll panic a little bit. Maybe this isn't as free as I thought it would be. Looks like my opponent, has a few brain cells in him. And it looks like just need to play a bit better. Just walk across the river here. Okay, looks like he's going to stop me from doing that on this side at least. Take a risk. I don't think he's going to go for my back cities like that. Can probably encircle this one light. A little overextended there. You need to get into the action. You need to get on the city. Okay. Well, I think these guys did their job. Okay, so he is landing over here. It's fine with me. One unit is not enough. Kind of just a free kill right there. Once I encircle it. Well, I guess I'll have to congratulate this opponent. He's probably done the best out of all of the others. Since he sent that one unit over here, this should be his only unit on this island. So I doubt he has anything to reinforce it for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Okay, man, like, I gotta look away for 1 second and deal with this fucking corny little attack here. They can't ever just make it easy on me. Gotta fucking fight tooth and nail. Okay, man, like, relax. What joy. This is kind of a goofy position to attack into, I'm not gonna lie. Nice little concave for him. Oh yes, please walk off the city. Dang. Well, I guess the game should be over. See if this is too much. Nice. Well, as that's finally done with. Just put one guy on the capital and I should be able to just start cleaning up. You an assassin, man. That's exactly what Assassin told me. He's gonna play War of Dots just to counter every win I get. I just told him that it sounds like he's starting to lose hope. He's getting tired. See if I can hit this guy with a good game. Oh, it actually worked. Fuck. Yeah. Okay, what is this? See, we're just riveting map right here. Yes, yes, that is the perfect strategy. Counter the counter. It's countering the counter. Well, this guy has nothing on his cities yet, so let's see just how lucky I can get. Assuming a unit died, and that's why he's making him $1. If I just move around. Nope. For some reason I can't squeeze through, so perfect. That unit's dead. Unfortunately for him, I think these guys aren't going to be having such a good time either. I think I'll go ahead and add this guy now, since this is pretty much over. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So you don't need to distract Helvey. I'm waiting for that rematch. Let's see if I don't know when these update. I know they update every 6 hours, but I don't actually know when they are nice purple capital's going hard. But I don't actually know when that's when the update's actually supposed to happen. Looks like it actually updated recently. Stayed the same price. I'm wondering if I should bail out, invest in purple capital. That thing's going hard. Yeah, we need the game to go back to being unoptimized. Alright, almost 1.4. What are the odds that it ticks from 48.2 to 48.3? I'm going to say not very high. And I'm Lord Mike on a map that is going to get him killed. Just going to put this guy over here and then just bum rush him. Oh, that's cool. Started with a unit on a city. That haven't seen that before. Oh, I guess Lord Mike didn't like his spawn there. So we'll throw him in there as the easiest of the bunch. Yeah, that's the economy tab. Yeah, I was gonna look at a cheap stock, but from what I see, at least, you know, from the market, you know, it's I bought this one because I know it's like random if they go up or down, but I assumed like the ones that were already like near the fucking like the pit, the bottom of the barrel stocks. Like maybe I'll invest in this one next, but I was kind of waiting for him to get all the way down to the bottom because I assume at some point something should make them go back up, even though it's random. I assume they're not going to just go down indefinitely, randomly. So looks like a lot of them are losses though, except for Purple Capital, which is soaring through the roof, and T Farms. Honestly, you should get some money for killing people. That would be that'd probably like maybe like 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe $25 per win. Yeah, that was kind of my thought process with Purple Works. It was already so low, and I kind of lucked out. I put all my eggs in the Purple Works. And I'm going to leave it in there probably for like one or two more ticks. But, I mean, you can see, I think the worst, yeah. Oh, that is true, because Blue just has more players. Yeah, that is kind of just the unfortunate thing is since they have more players, they have more money, and since they have more money, they get more territory per win. I think everyone just starts with 1,000, and listen, I'm queuing in. If I don't get you this time, Assassin, send me a code and I'll 1v1 you. I think it's just a way to try and give... He's going to expand on it to where cities hold some value. Maybe they do. Maybe it like multiplies. It's like the cities multiplied by the economy or something. But it's basically all just for territory gain for wins. So the higher your economy is, the more territory that you gain for every win that you get. Which means that since Blue has more players, they're going to get more territory per win. Which I think is why we went from like 49, well, almost like we would think we were like 49.6. We went from 49.6 to almost below 48 within just a couple days. So I think that change is helping him out quite a bit. And speaking of helping him out quite a bit, let's take a look at this map. What the hell is this? Nice little one city isolation. So luckily my opponent isn't immediately just attacking me, so yeah. What is this? He's naval invading? Okay, like, we don't have to go that far, man. Okay, he is landing. Okay. I guess I'll send a couple units back. That's the worst thing he can do. He should just be fighting me up here where he can cycle, but... You know, this is probably Blue training at its finest. It's got a nice little encirclement setup. I'm going to guess he wants to push towards this city, so I'll just get ready for that inevitability. Go ahead, take some more land. Luckily, him landing a bunch of units here is going to be the reason he loses. Well, other than the fact that it's not looking too good as far as his micro. But there's really no reason to attack these. I know it may seem like, oh, I can threaten his stuff over here, but really no reason to attack these. Where most of his cities are. I like to zoom in. I think I zoomed in a lot more, but that's when I knew what every map setup was. When the map setup is random each time, I've had to stay zoomed out a lot more just to not, because I'm not as familiar with the maps as I was before. So I can't like that though. Like sometimes you just want to make sure that your orders are going exactly where you want them to be going. But as long as you're not staying zoomed in for excessive periods of time, it's not really something bad to do. I do it. I just tell people not to do it because they'll stay zoomed in like this. They'll like zoom in to the max for like 30 seconds. Then when they zoom out, they'll be encircled. And it also depends on what you're doing, like what this map situation is when you're zoomed in. Like if you're also fighting down here, zooming in up here leads to a lot more risk of getting encircled elsewhere. Doofenshmirtz coming in with the Hydrationator. So, Assassin, did you want to do that 1v1? Or are you going to pretend like you're not here anymore? You could be the first guy on the winners list for the day. Oh, yeah, I'll go back and queue then. General Shinji. At least it's not the waifus and the cornballs. Finally seeing some generals. Well, he's got nothing on his city, so probably should have noticed that a little bit sooner. Just squeeze by, walk in. Maintain zone of control while I do that. That should be game. Yeah, you know I come in with those obscure references every now and then. Well, I guess he's not obscure, but you know, as far as the dots go, like, not really much relation to that. Yeah. It's been a while since I've fought someone like that who has no regard for their cities. What I need to do is, well, I guess nothing else really. Mia 620. Okay. Right, Mia, let's see how this goes. Already got units on their city, so maybe a threat. We'll go like this, completely abandon that city. And we'll do a little maneuver. We'll actually take all our units off cities, so that way they don't think we're generating any income. So that way they sneak in. No? Okay, well, thought it was going to be a good plan. This is very risky what I'm doing here. Why am I doing this? Well, it's going to work anyway. Well, I guess no reason to be risky then. At least riskier than what I just did. That should be a good game. Tag in now. Oh, probably encircle all these heavies. Just need to make sure this guy doesn't ever turn into a boat. That is true. Probably save a bit of time. Well, done with a good game. Yeah, we're not doing so good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to write this down. Who the hell is this? America. Okay. Let's just let him in. No? Okay. What are the odds this city is empty? Very high, I guess. Well, that's about it for this player. It's a good attempt. See if we can hit him with a good game. Save a couple minutes. It's been working the last couple times. We haven't hit him with the well played. Well, he's getting the city back, so that might make him fight on a little bit more. No, if you peace out, you still lose. Oh, I guess you peace out. No, that doesn't count as a loss. I thought you meant to surrender. Perfect. I have no idea. There we go. Yay. 1.4. And it did not change. Hanut. Okay, this is kind of unfortunate. All my heavies spawned up here, and I am miles away from the nearest city, so here's to hoping that he does not do the same thing to me. Okay, he did. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some drastic things, because this is a very uncool situation to be in. Seems this guy is really thinking about encircling me, huh? It almost worked. Almost. Oh. There goes a little encirclement for him. Alright, I think I should be all good here. $20K up. Oh, well, suppose he could do that. Really fighting for his life right here. That's the unfortunate part about trying to push a spot where super far away from your cities, but that's the map that I was given. Might be able to cut off some heavies, maybe. Well, not that unfortunate. Still trying to go around me. I'll just have to be slightly more careful than before. Might be able to just edge around him. Sneak by. No. Yes. Oh, the cities are still super far away. He's going for a little maneuver up here. It's fine with me. I'll just push him right here instead. A little bit of a threat. And I should just be able to go like that, push these guys in, and that should be the end of his last healthy unit. The sand maps aren't really too bad. I mean, if you get screwed on the generation and you are like the only guy that actually has the sand on their side, that can suck, but like overall you kind of just gotta think about both of you are slow, so technically that means heavies are actually better, actually the best, probably the best situation for them because they're just as fast as infantry. Yeah, almost a little goofy little zone of control right there. Let's move up a little bit. But this capital is being threatened. This city's being threatened. I just move up like this and that should encircle everything else. Hit him with a good game. Add him to the list. Clockwork. GG. Yes, perfect. Brilliant. That's what I'm saying. I've been up for what? Hour and a half. And we've lost the ground, and I've been doing nothing but winning. So I gotta know, who are these red players that are losing these ground for us? Yeah, I played a few winter choke point maps against Mr. G. One of them I lost. The other 3 I think I won. Yeah, no problem. I think my least favorite maps have got to be just the ones that generate with your capital in a super weird position and your heavies nowhere near where they need to be to protect it. Because this game mode is a lot decided by just where your units spawn. Yeah. I mean, everyone can be doing good for red, but clearly there are some saboteurs that are not doing very good. Because I have no idea who it is on red that is losing all these games and then thinking, well, I've lost the last 15 games, but if I queue again, you know. Yeah, River Isolated Capital. Yeah, those are disgusting maps. Okay, just based on this guy's gameplay, I'm just gonna save myself some time. Oh, looks like he started to find the fight in him, but little too late. Yeah. You should have seen what the notepad looked like when I was doing my grind back to rank 1. Okay, like, what is that? I think I had like 200 or 300 names written down. Oh, let's give him some hope. Yep, fresh unit. Oh no! Yeah. Snuffed the last little hope out of him right there. Listen, when you play like 80 games of people that you really shouldn't be playing against, you got to do something to entertain yourself. Like, do I feel bad? No, these are blue players. Should I feel bad? No, they're blue players. They didn't want to get early GG'd. They should have joined red. Okay, yeah. I think it's very reasonable what I'm doing here. Like, I don't think that's a surprise or anything to anyone. Just produce a unit right there on that city. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the city trolling was a bit much, but yeah. And this is the like I can't like it just has to be blue just has more better players. It's just the whole reason. There's no way that while I'm playing at least and grinding all these games out, we are losing territory. This will throw one guy up there just to be safe. Oh, cities are empty. What is that? Should I do it to him again? I probably need a healthy unit to do that. Do I have any cities back there? No. All right here. Well, he's gonna die before he gets there, but you know, I guess I can do that. Okay, that one might have been a little too close and goofing around. Well, I guess it all depends on where his unit spawned, but yeah. Yeah, I'd say like out of all the games, there hasn't really been one game that like I saw as a threat. Well, like I was like, dang, I really got to lock in for the game. Who was that? See how the mark is doing. Did it update again? Purple works. It looks like it did not. I don't know when it's supposed to update. Yeah, basically, yeah, for the economy, the more money you have for your nation, the more land you gain per win. And you can see blue players have more money because they have more players, so they're going to get more land per win. So that's pretty much it. We've kind of been collapsing pretty fast ever since this got added. We lost like 2% almost. Just in the span of like a day. So I think the only way to stem the tide is to just ban players from playing the game unless they're good, which is what I've been advocating for a very long time. But there's no real way to enforce that. Little choke point map, huh? And it's not like that's like a fun thing to do either, but you know, do you want to win or do you want to have fun? Those are the two questions that you have to answer. Especially if they're going to be getting more territory per win. Okay, this is the ones I'm actually going to produce heavies. These maps take so much more micro than they're worth. Yeah, screw it. Heavies is technically the better option here, but I do not care. I doubt this guy's going to threaten me long enough for the game to go that late. Have a nice little naval battle, though. It'll be interesting. I'll just run away from him. Really no reason to fight him. I'll just let most of his units just sit here in the water. And yeah, he's going to try and do that. Pretty expected, but if I just walk towards the coast... Do I not have units producing? Soon these guys should be attritioned enough to where I can just kill them with just a couple units. Yeah. Little sand map action, huh? This should be a pretty free kill right here. This unit doesn't die and gets beaten. Life's not fair. Perfect. Park you guys back there. I guess my opponent is going to have his cities covered. Little goober. Okay, like, come on. It's not that deep. It wouldn't be so bad if the top players were more distributed, but fortunately that is not the case. What are the odds I make a landing here and he doesn't have anything over here? What are the odds I can even support an invasion like that? Guess we'll find out. He has less units than me. Of course, it's kind of hard to break through these kind of choke points, but... yeah. Let's see what's going on over here. right there. A 3v2 action. That should be good enough. Nah, you know what? These guys can die. I don't really care that much. This is whatever. Alright. Warlinka. You've made it known. I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder than nothing to beat you. Congratulations. Finally on top of the city. Jesus. This goofball thinks he can boat income on a map with a front line and beat me. It's not going to happen. Though letting a bunch of units get killed just because I'm too lazy to micro them probably wasn't the best decision. But, oh well. I doubt that'll come back to give me any repercussions. Wait, I'm actually losing. Okay, buddy. Guess I actually have to fucking lock in now. Stop letting units just die because I don't want to micro them. This guy is going to feel my wrath. I might have gotten a little too lazy this game. Alright, let's see. Alright. I don't like doing this that often, but I'm going to cut my losses. God, and my city is right here, too. Okay, whatever. One more unit for him, I guess. Guess we'll come down to a cycle battle. No one knows who Borkalina is. I'm not losing to this guy. Might have gotten a little too carried away with all my little naval invasions. Let me just tell this man, when I win this game, there is going to be BM. This guy's not getting away with playing like this goofball. It is simply my turn to stand here and watch. We'll produce a light unit. Like, this guy doesn't know what's going on. He has an advantage that can win him the game very easily, but I doubt he will be able to take advantage of it. This is a pretty good position for me to cycle. Alright, I think I've stabilized enough. I can go back to making heavies. And we can see his troop advantage evaporate because, well, he is not him. And now that I've made my own heavies, we can see that, well, yes, I used to play Hoi 4, but I don't really play it too much anymore. I got tired of sitting in like 2-hour lobbies and then playing in a game that would last an hour and then everyone would leave. Well, that's about it for my opponent here. Now I'm actually getting heavies produced, so when the pushback happens again, this time I won't be losing. He had a, what, 50k advantage. It's all gone. Even with the fact that this is a pretty choke pointy area, he should not be losing that much of an advantage versus someone that doesn't even have a bunch of heavies. And like I said, there will be BM when this game is over. So he can have that to look forward to for making me try. How dare him. He should know better. All my games should require no effort at all. But, yeah. He's a good player. I probably overestimated or underestimated him and did a little too many goofy tactics. If I had just cycled the center, I probably would have won by now, but turns out Navy is what it always is. Always a bad thing to do. It's always the wrong choice. There's never really a situation where you should be doing Navy moves against a player that is even decent. Unless you're already far ahead. Like him, honestly, he probably could have sent a couple heavies to thin my defenses out just a little bit. It'd probably help if I didn't just be too lazy to cycle troops. Probably should have kept them alive as well. Yeah, he probably is. I mean, like, if you're 60k ahead and you start losing, I imagine anyone would probably start, like, just wondering what happened in life, really, for that to disappear. Part of me wants to do a little goofy Navy maneuver, but part of me also wants to end the game. Alright, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Fuck it. Fuck it. Bring me the Navy. I'm not even ahead on troops. Why am I doing this? Looks like he was ready. Hello, move please, thank you. Right. Let's put the brakes on whatever the hell I was just doing right there. Let's calm down. You know, let's not get carried away. Units keep getting caught on the very edge of this mountain. Kind of fun. Yeah, this is kind of also why I said I was going to produce heavies at the start of the game as well. Very choke pointy map, but can't really make the best decisions all the time. What if I go even deep? What if I go even harder on the Navy, though? Bet he won't expect that. Okay, he expected it. Why am I doing this? Alright, we're putting the brakes on throwing our lead away. For the second time. Alright. It's not often that I do this, because I think it's a very boring play style. But I think it's going to be required this time. And that is the very, very fun strategy of throwing all of your lights away and then replacing them with heavies. Because this choke point, along with the city placement, might just be a little too much to overcome. Well, if you want to know how to throw a lead away, that's basically how you do it. Borcolina. So now we have to hunt down all these lights, which we will win the trade because these guys were in the water for him longer. Of course, he also has a ton of lights, so good for him. Yeah, hi to yourself, man. And luckily he's fighting me here. Like, this is a very bad thing for him to do, in all honesty. really shouldn't be. This is just a waste of time, really. And you just threw away a whole bunch of troops. But, you know, hey, take turns throwing, huh? It doesn't matter. This guy's cycle can't... If I get heavies and he doesn't... Or if I get heavies, I don't think he can kill me. But I know I can kill him. Yeah, and now he's gonna attack me? Okay. Let's just say this isn't really the smartest thing. He really, even though he has a bunch of, he has a massive troop advantage right now, he can't really afford to attack me. It's not really, just a viable for him right now. He's thrown quite a lot away. So... I already know I'm going to do another naval invasion. God damn. I already know. We can see, okay, I actually have a reasonable lead right now. I'm going to produce a light just on that back city, just to start getting a unit made. Go back to heavies. I wonder how the zone of control is going to work here. Okay, he has a bunch of units here. That's fine. See if he panics. Get another heavy produced back on this city. This is now basically an existential threat. Like, sure, it's not bad now, but if I ever decide to send a bunch of stuff over here, like a couple heavies, that situation for him is not going to be developing in a great way. I just have to slog through this troop advantage, or not the troop advantage, the troop advantage he's going to get from this little choke point right here. Once I start getting to about the same area. What is that light unit doing? Can we move, please? Thank you. Okay, that's goofy. Basically a free light kill for me, if I can catch him in time. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah. It's a nice little kill right there. Oh, juked me. Oh well. Start expanding this zone of control. He should not know that these 3 heavies at all are coming. So it should be quite a surprise when 3 heavies just rock up to this one city. I'm gonna commit even harder even. Well, I guess I wasn't able to quite do it. The fact that these heavy, like the cities are just so far away. Okay. It was like I quite literally just have to wait until everything is a heavy and then fucking go in and cycle only on the top. Perfect. Yeah, alright. That's the last time I'm doing naval. Hopefully it was not too late. There's a little bit more of an advantage. Almost 100k on his end now. See if you can throw that one away too. Though this is a little bit harder of a lead to throw away. Yeah, right. No more Navy. No more. This isn't really too good for my troop count. This might have been a little bit too much to throw away. Damn. It's unfortunate. Wow, this is... If he loses this advantage, that's pretty sad. I honestly thought I was dead.
Metacycle a little too fast there. Yeah, I think I lost a unit because of that. Oh well. Gonna have to lose these units here. That was close. It's kind of a mistake right there. Losing that heavy is kind of bad. Alright, what are the odds that we get a naval invasion going, huh? If I can pin a couple of these units, that would be nice. Get a kill right here. Back off. Probably produce another unit on this back city here. Get another kill on this unit, that would be cool. Yep. Make it kind of hard for him to retreat. Should be another kill on this unit, I would assume. And this unit if he's not paying attention. Yeah, there's one more kill. 2 more kills. Now I gotta actually end the game. It's gonna be the difficult part. That's a pretty bad trade for me. Healthy heavy just kind of wasted. Oops, don't have that guy in the city. That should be a kill right here. If he doesn't micro good. Yeah, one more kill. Every heavy kill is going to take him quite a while to rebuild, so... I'm thinking I'm going to let him in up here. I've got more troops than him, and if he pulls up here, then he's not going to be able to retreat. Having one less city of regeneration also kind of sucks, since he's been on top of my city for so long. You know, unironically, this has also not been, like, the biggest comeback I've had, either, against, like, a good player. I've come back against worse. But like I said, the BM was coming. This guy was not going to beat me. All he did was delay the inevitable. Oh, yes. On the verge of victory. No naval invasions this time. No, no, no. Not going to be doing that. No more. No more throwing the game. Sorry, guys. Let's get a couple more kills right here. Just let me have a couple more kills. Heavy dead. And a light dead. And like I said, this is why I allowed him to push up here. He can't pull either of these units back. They're just both dead as well. Well, time to just micro this guy down. It's too late, I think. I don't think he can come back, even with the defensive advantage. To be fair, he really should have killed me, like 100,000 troops. That's quite excessive of a troop lead. Especially if he's going to keep losing troops like this. If I can just pin this one heavy, that's another heavy that's going to die. I guess he's going to get my heavy before I get his. Oh well. Should be able to save that heavy. And it's about a net even since this heavy's should be dying anyway. The little fucker. Oh well. Suppose it's about time I lost a unit. Oh. I haven't really been able to talk, but alright. Now I can actually, you know, relax a little bit. Alright. Let's get a vote. Who thought I was losing? Who didn't have faith? Don't need any more units if I don't lose any. It should be good. Let's see. It is going to be a little annoying to micro this little pass. This little mountain's kind of in a perfect position. What did I say? I was winning this game. And there's the BM. 100K deficit. Victory. It's only going to get worse for him here. I bet this guy thought he was going to win when he was 100K up. I'm actually going to have to go over to the replay and see what the hell happened. I didn't think it was possible to lose that kind of lead, even on a map like this. Where's Lund and Lee? I know they were watching. I know everyone thought I was done. Ah, yes. Now the question is, do I even make a video about this? You know, maybe I'll even put, you know, effort into it, unlike all my other creations. Like some editing, quote unquote. No, Borglin is dead. Toyed around with him for a little bit, but, you know, there's really nothing that they can be doing. If they wanted to win, they should have done it when they had a massive troop advantage. Yeah, that's why I said Nations has made me a worse player. I'm going for shortcuts. Like naval invasions and stuff. When really I should just be walking my opponents down. I don't really need to worry about cycle at this point. I just need to keep fighting. Probably should start getting some reinforcements on the way. even if you recaptured his city, I've got over 100k, and I don't really plan on throwing it. More boats? Yeah, why not? Well, Lund, yeah, you're back. I bet you didn't think this was the result that was going to happen. 100k down, that's how you do it. Oh, you've been streaming watching me? Nice. I'm gonna have to watch your stream back for the commentary. I had to, unfortunately, lock in a little bit, and I've been, like, quiet for a lot of this. Now let's see if he'll surrender before the invasion. He's probably going to fight it out till the end. Whatever. Good for me. I can actually... I know that this city probably just has, yeah, very weak troop on it. Yeah, it was, I'd like to say the map really helped me out, but if the map was not set up in this way, he would not have gotten that lead in the first place. I would have just killed him normally. Now look at him trying to crumb out single unit encirclements. Oh, I'm going to save the best for last. Oh yeah, 1,000,000 casualties. I mean, in all seriousness now, without like the jokes and stuff, this guy, pretty good. I mean, he pretty much did everything right. GG. Oh, is that you in the chat? You pushed me to my limits, but fortunately just came up a little too short. He played very well, though. I mean, yeah, he did. I guess that's not you, then. All his units dead. Where are the last 1,000? Yep. Easy. Yeah. I'm off with a little warning for next time. Oh, that is you then. Yeah, GG. Yeah. That was definitely probably one of my most stressful matches in the last, like, 200 games I've played. I was definitely joking around a little bit too hard. Jesus Christ. Well, at least another name wasn't added to the list of people who's beaten me in nations. Still, just Talvi and Sleepy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I probably should save that replay. Probably make a video about it either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not going to watch that replay, at least not today. Girth's semen, yeah. That better not be a fucking thing that stays. Alright, well, let's see. Already forgotten the name. Like I said, we'll watch the replay for a second. You were almost the first person on the winners, but that list is going to remain empty for the now. And I'm going to have to come out with a video, and who knows, maybe I'll edit it. That one was actually pretty fun, even if I was going to lose. Honestly, like, matches that aren't just pushovers are the most fun when you actually have a risk of losing. Back into the fray. Probably play a couple more. That was draining. I gotta go eat soon, so probably play for like another hour or so and then get some groceries. Probably come back after. Or I don't know, I'll play some Battle Brothers after. The dots is enjoyable, but all day, as much as I say that I'm going to grind all day to win Red the War, I don't know if I can. Unless all the games are like that, where they're actually fun. But yeah, GG's. It's a shame that you're on the red side. Or on the blue side, and you're not on red. We could have used a daughter like you. The lines, I'm not good at lines of battle. I mean, I just don't understand all the unit interactions. I'd probably have to like actually look at like actual guides, and I don't really put that much work into learning a game. But I don't know. I usually play lines of battle like off stream with like Mr. Bunal on Sunday. Speaking of, I wonder if he's live. I gotta check him out. I know he usually streams on Sunday. Yeah, War of Dots is on Steam. It's free. Yeah, he's playing Lines of Battle right now.
This guy's about done, though. Let's see. Can he come take one more guy out? Let's find out.
Oh, how long do I have this notepad? Let's make sure I get this switched right. That. I still don't really know how to use OBS. No. I don't think that's what I want to show. Oh well. Mr. Bunal is streaming Lines of Battle, if that's what you felt like watching. He's he's live right now. Alright. Looks like I'll have to reload in. I guess I'll ask. If anyone wants to 1v1, go ahead. I am down to 1v1. I know I've been challenged a few times. I don't think any of the people who challenged me are online right now, or I assume they'd be calling me out. You generate funds by putting units on cities. Each city can hold up to 5 units, and units that are on cities are free upkeep. So That's how you make some money. Part of me is actually like dreading thinking about editing that video. If I do decide to edit, I am not an editor. The most I've done is like a cut. Oh, the stocks. Well, back to the goobers. I'll show that in after this game. This one. You know, the thing is, this match is going to be worth the same amount of points as the last match. So there's something to like hold on or like keep in mind. Does he have the city garrisoned? No. Well, I suppose that's a little stark difference. Where'd my unit go? I've got a heavy on the city. He's not retaking this. I guess a tip. If you're able to snipe a city, don't fight their heavies. Those are the first units that are going to die to attrition. Actually, I think I've got a little suggestion. What about a bounty system? So, like, the more a player wins, you know, like the bigger their bounty gets. So when they do finally lose a match, you know, you can like earn a little bit more territory for beating them. Veteran, I think, is only either win 5 games or play 25 games. I can't remember. But the market works. How it works is every player gets $1,000 to start with, and the more net worth your country is, the more territory that you get for winning. And it's kind of an unfortunate situation because blue has significantly more players and significantly more net worth. They earn, like, their wins are worth more than our wins, which is why you've seen us go from like 49 to 48 to like we're losing territory very fast simply because this new system is a little biased. Yeah, honestly, I think there are some degenerates on blue side. Like, you can call me like a conspiracy theorist, but from the amount of things I've seen from the dedicated people that are losing games on purpose on blue side, like losing games on red, like blue parliament spy, and then like the other guy playing as concealed and a couple other people, like that combined with them just having more people, I wouldn't be surprised if they created more accounts just to inflate their economy. But you can call that cope. I just think that as far as the tactics that people use on blue are a lot more degenerate than on red. And that's why I've been saying, I mean, gotta ban. We just gotta start gatekeeping who can play nations. And I don't mean like just a Discord announcement. I mean, I want to get elected in the Discord government and then basically use that to implement a law on contribution. So if you have like a negative point something contribution, you can't queue. Or you have a cooldown on when you can queue. Like you can only queue like 5 games a day or something to stem the bleeding. Because who on red, We have, like you see, we have less players by quite a bit. So who is losing? Who on our team keeps losing these matches to where the point where we're losing territory at such a rapid pace? I mean, like, oh, this might actually be an interesting game. This guy's a top player. Not on the level of Sleepy or anything, but good luck. Okay. I'm not the one who needs it. So we'll just open up with a little aggressive maneuver because he said that. Something that I normally wouldn't do against good players. See how he reacts to it. Looks like he's being a little slow. I've also got more units. Nah. So when you aggressive like this, if you kill a single unit, that's basically like... oh, gotta make sure these guys move around. It's basically like having a better economy for like 30 seconds or so. Yeah, I know he's just being like nice, like good luck, but all jokes. Like as much as I like to flaunt my ego, I really don't care that much. Like, yeah, it's a good game, but you still are a good luck and stuff, but not going to change you from going on the list. Now this is an interesting move. Why would you attack me here when I am winning? We'll go like that. I think this guy beat Curly Head once, so I know that he's decent. But I don't know what the map situation was. Might have been like a bad map or something. Dude, there's no, we're not doing no naval invasions. This is like a pure frontline map. I've learned from my mistakes. There are no seamen here. Okay, losing that heavy is kind of unfortunate, but also I need to actually produce things. I've got another city back here. Probably shouldn't have zoomed in that much. Good to know. I mean, 15k, that's not really too much of a lead. Go back here like that, and like that. I can probably split off a couple more units this way. That's a little ambitious. This unit's ready to go back into the fight. You can come back here, take his place. What have we done to you? Dude, there's no more naval invasions on these kind of maps. I'm not extending this game by 2 hours and then having to come back from like a fucking goofball amount of troops. He has lost quite a bit of units while microing this. I'm thinking I might go for something like this. This is a little risky, but it's up at the top of the map. I'm going to bet that he's not going to take a look Yep. Now the question is, can I hold this encirclement? I got this unit moved around in time. Okay, I think that's game. And I can pretty much do the same thing about right here. Threaten these guys. I'm not going to get everything, it looks like, but looks like I got enough. Whoops, almost lost a unit there. Go like that. That should be game. Especially if he lets me walk into that city for pretty much free. Yeah, one city down. Where's my capital, actually? Yeah, good game. Yeah. I played against this guy a few times, so, yeah, good player. Well, the sand, it doesn't reduce any stats. It just makes everything slower, so that's why I don't really mind it. I know he plays a bunch, but let's see. Number 9 as far as won games goes, and then what is that, number 7 for rating. All right. So that's another kind of quote-unquote top player. Able to get a win on him. Let's see, is it still the same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, still 7. Only 7 reds. Not looking at that. Take his economy. Ooh, Trays, it's about time. I was wondering where you were. We've been needing the red players. And don't worry, I just sent him back to the Shadow Realm. I think as long as you're not... Actually, the Nations is good for aggressive players. Yeah, I mean, like, I know, like, I probably come off as, like, super ego and, like, but really, like, yeah, I know he's a good player. I don't think the leaderboard actually reflects, like, who the best players are in that order. Because as you saw, Talvi beat me 3 times in a row. And he's not even in the top, like, 20. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, you can scroll down now. Damn. Okay, I did not know that. So let's see what the leader... Like, who are these players? The top 100 now. I'm glad that he actually extended this. Yeah, look at this. Curly head all the way down here. What the hell, man? Phileas, good player, at least, you know, compared to a lot of people. It's probably a blue player. The Steeron, I know he's a blue player. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, like, you look at it and it seems like it's a pretty even split of blue and red, aside from, like, the black names, because you can't really... they turn black when they lost. So, I know this guy's red. I know that... so if... Trays, if this name turns blue, I'm going to know that you lost. But, yeah. Yeah, trays. Hey, I don't want to spoil too much. I'll drop a little bomb here for the stream, since I am allowed to. Let's just say T and Python has been cooking up, and working on the mode that everyone's been liking. And let's just say 4 people are going to be in it. That's unfortunate, trays. But let's just say 2 people on one side, 2 people on the other side, and they fight it out. So I think it's pretty obvious what game mode I'm talking about on what he's cooking up. Talking about 2v2s, obviously. Now, there is no date of release, but I have tested it before. Actually, you know what? I think I can pull it up on the testing. I'm gonna have to close the game real quick. If I pull it up, where is it? I gotta find it real quick. What? There it is. I gotta, I will in a second. I'll cue it in a second. I'm just showing something off real quick. Where is it? There we go. And I think it should still be shown. I shouldn't have to hook anything else up since it's technically war dots. Yeah. So trays, a lot of the maps are 4 or 5 cities, so there's less troops, and a lot of the like positioning on units, it's random, so it's not balanced where the units spawn. So like, you saw me fight Itakaji, right? I just pushed where my heavies spawned and then just killed him, and like, but let me see. Yeah, a lot of options on language there. I should still have the replay saved. Just be 1, no. Okay, but basically how it works, I won't be able to showcase the actual match, but if you do this, what? Yeah, so if you do this, what do you guys think of that? Yeah, all the old replays are gone. There was an update. That's what happens every update. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to probably make the video out super fast because, knowing my luck, there's gonna be a corny little update and that crazy match is gonna be lost. Now, I'm going to tell you now, don't get your hopes up as far as like when this is coming out. We're still working, or it's I wouldn't say I'm working on it. T and Python is still working on it. I can't play because I think if you do a... Actually, let me check. You might be able to. No. You can't do it against an AI because it just starts the match right away. I think at the start... I mean, I don't know. Like, T and Python has been working on this pretty hard. No, it's... So, like... How it'll work is you go into a map. I'm not going to find anybody there, but basically how it's going to work is one player is going to get half the units and another player is going to get the other half of units. And you can't control, you know, his units. At least that's how it's set up at the moment. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be hosting a tournament when it is released. I don't know how far it's away from being released it is, but yeah, that's something that's in the works. that I have been, you know, like frothing at the mouth over 2v2s. And that's why when I said I was probably going to lose the tournament, high likelihood, because when I host the tournament, if people leave, recruitment is shared. It's a shared economy at the moment. I don't know if that's how it's going to stay, but at the moment, that's just how it is. That's how it is. It's like the units that you don't control are a bit of a lighter shade. And then I think for recruitment, it just alternates what unit it gives you. Now, again, it's probably a few months away from actually being made. Or, like, you know, released. Because he's working on a bunch of systems. I am trying to help expedite by giving him ideas. Like, for orders and stuff. Like, trying to communicate with your opponent. He was thinking of like a ping system. I told him something like along the lines of the Total War. You know how you draw the orders on the map, like arrows and stuff. I told him that's probably going to be better than trying to add a whole new ping system. But again, it's probably a couple months out. I'm just excited that it's actually in a playable state right now. All right. But yeah, that's the big reveal. Of course, it's still a long time from actually being added to the game. But that's something that I've been really excited for a very long time. Let's see. See if the thing's updated. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. None of them really made any profit. All of them are like in the red. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Carson. All right. Looks like I'm going to be taking a personal 1v1 now. Against Concealed. Played quite a few times, good player. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, he hasn't beaten me yet. Usually all the good players will at least get one off me. And this will probably be where we, last few games where we ended off. Let's see. Interesting little setup here. Okay. This city looks like it's going to be a little hard to defend, but other than that, not really too bad if I don't allow it to come to that point. Oh yeah, these are also custom maps that he made. So, looks like, okay, I have enough heavies here to defend this, at least initially. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to abandon this little pass here. And then, I think just how the setup is. Okay, look, he's going in pretty good. Looks like just how the setup is, I'm going to have to cede initiative to him, allow him to be the guy to push forward first, and then go from there. Okay. I am going to pull these guys back. Probably heal up over here. And I can probably 2v1 this guy if he doesn't do anything. This is a pretty good trade I'm getting on this heavy right here. I can pull back. Alright. I'll fight him in the south here. It's probably better for me. Yeah. And if he's going to keep pulling back, I'm going to keep spreading out. Oh, don't want to let him regenerate right there. Looks like he's pushing forward now. So we'll send this guy up here. Go like that. He's using his heavy in the forest, which is kind of good for me. If I just go like this. And then this should be a good pin on him. These units should die. He's attacking me, which I think is fine. Losing a lot of morale. I'm going to let him in and then just encircle him. Or at least pin him. And getting a couple kills. This guy should be fine to go like this. And I should be able to just start pushing him like this now. If I can encircle these guys, yeah. Nice. Now I just need to defend this area, not lose too much. And this should be good as far as trades go. Don't want to let them link up. Let's pull back. I think this should be close to game. I'm going to lose a couple units in the north, but that's pretty much sacrifices for winning so hard in the south. If I can get this pocket honestly not that bad because everything's almost dead anyway, and I just encircled him pretty badly up here. And I'm going to have to stop that from getting encircled. And then I'm thinking... let's get these guys actually into the fight. I don't have to worry about this unit doing anything, really. Don't really want that unit to be the guy that produces. Probably should get my guys all in the city now. And this should be game. Well, it's already game, but... a fairly interesting map, I think. I think this is one of his own creations. I think blue has a lot of initiative early on, but... like nothing you can't play around. See if he wants to fight to the end. It is a friendly match, but... yeah. And you know, that is the other thing is like, I don't lose that many matches. I guess I'll show you what my profile looks like after this match, but the amount of matches I've lost is definitely very low. Which is why it's always like a celebration when people do beat me. as much as I despise it. But it's understandable. That should be the last big encirclement I need to win the game. Well, almost broke it out. Guess I'm being a little lazy. Well, not lazy, but a little too greedy with these encirclements. GG. But yeah, this is the profile. Let's see if I actually do some math here. I know there's one guy that's been like keeping track of my win rate. Shout out to him. I've only lost 83 matches. And I would say half of these are free-for-alls, friendly battles, and disconnects. So if you look at the actual amount of games I've lost, probably under 50 as far as like 1v1s go. I'm guessing test 47 is going to be the next code. No. Just gotta wait for the code. Test 47, that's about what I thought. Whoops, it's a ladder game. I would say I probably have lost, I'd say 5 of those games are probably from when like I didn't really know what I was doing. But I was beating champions on like my first week without like even touching the economy or even like knowing what morale was. But no, this is not a new account. This is the account I've had since the start of the game. I think I went to like 100-something wins before I lost my first game, and it was to a disconnect. Let's see. Pretty safe north. On blue this time. And then looks like the center is where all the action's going to be happening. Probably leave a couple troops here. Let him walk in if that's what he wants to do with his heavies. And then I'm actually not going to do anything with my income yet. Just do that, that, and then just come in and collapse on him like this, I think, is what I'm going to do. Stop micro just for the moment, and then looks like he's got 2 units up here, so I'm going to do the same. Looks like he's trying to get a 2v1 on me over here. Just come back, defend. Don't get encircled. So I'm going to have to stop that from happening. We'll 2v1 him here. And we'll just try our best to not lose that unit. That is a pretty bad, or I guess not bad, but not really the best mistake I could have made on my part, losing a unit. But whatever. Oh. Well, I guess it's not a mistake because I got out. And then I just need to reinforce this line over here with a couple more units. I don't know why my heavy's over here. I must have given them the wrong order. I'm making more money. I have more troops. I'd say situation's looking pretty good for me as long as I don't lose it. No! So that guy was a disloyal red soldier, and he needed to die. Like, there really wasn't any other option other than the suicide mission that I gave him. So, not a mistake, just a dot that needed to go. Hello. Thank you. Right, I guess let's start actually, I guess, pushing forward. Can probably threaten this south city a lot more. Looks like he's gonna try and do something up here. I don't know. Probably say it's fine if I just... Let me try something here. If I just wrap around, can I... No. I'll just keep on like this. Looks like he's abandoning this area. I'm going to pull back from this spot. Stop this. It's probably just pull back in general. I don't have to fight him over here now. He's pulling extra troops. I'm just going to pull back across the bridge. He's losing a couple units that are pretty important right here if he doesn't pay attention. And then he's walking forward pretty bad. And here's a mistake possibly, is he's pulling back too much at once. So I might be able to just walk around, pin everything. And while I don't get any encirclements, this will lead to dead units in the future. And especially maybe walk around here, get all these guys in the action. Yeah, one unit encircled right there. I'm gonna go like that. Just go around them. Probably should produce units. That would probably help if I actually made extra units. Probably want to turn that off. Get you like that, that, and that. Gets you out of there. If I produced units, I would probably be in a much better position right now. I don't know why I wasn't producing anything. Just, I guess, terrible plays on my part. But we're going to go for something crazy in the north. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Did I need to do this to win? No, but I knew he didn't really have much. Yeah. God, still can't believe I didn't produce units. That's such a basic mistake. But he's losing troops. He's losing income. I've got 2 units up here. It's going to take him forever to capture it. There's another heavy encircled right there. Well, I guess only temporary, but... Too much is dying for him at this point. Despite my issue with my economy, looking like it's going to be a wrap pretty soon. Just need to make sure this guy walks into the city when it gets captured. Capture it yet? No. I should be able to encircle all these units, I think. Yeah. That should be game. I guess I didn't encircle them, but... Whoops. I think there's not really much he can do to come back from this. There's just too many units dead. And that's why you got to be careful. If you're going to leave this city with a nearly dead troop on it, you kind of got to be a little more careful about which units you pull from your front line. Good game. Although that was a lot closer than it should have been. Me not having production for the first few minutes, kind of not good. That's 2 units that could have been... That's like around 10,000, 15,000 troops I could have had produced if I just like my lead would have been a lot larger than it was. And that should be game, yep. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. I've been, playing for almost 4 hours, even though one game was half that time. I'm going to have to make a replay on it, or a video on it, before the replays get reset again, because, you know, it's probably going to happen. But yeah, I've done my part to try and help Red, but not looking too good until maybe the economy gets changed. But even then, it's not going to be, I don't think, enough, because we were always losing. This is just accelerating that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this time.